Lena sat on her bed, staring at her phone. The screen was dark, but her heart felt heavy with all the words she wanted to say. It had been 6 months since her best friend Maya moved to another city. 6 months since their long talks and laughter had faded into silence. Lena missed Maya terribly, but reaching out felt harder than it should be. Every day. Lena walked through their old neighborhood, the memories flooding back. They used to explore the park, share secrets on the swings, and dream about their futures. Now it felt like a different world. The park was the same, but Lena was alone. She felt like a ghost wandering through the echoes of their friendship. One rainy afternoon, Lena decided to take a walk. The clouds hung low, matching her mood. She pulled on her jacket and headed out, letting the cool air fill her lungs. Rhythmic sound of raindrops against the pavement felt calming, but her heart ached just the same as she walked. Her thoughts drifted to Maya. They had promised to stay close, to always be there for each other, but life had a way of pulling people apart. Lena felt the distance like a physical weight pressing down on her. She wanted to reach out, to send a message or make a call, but fear held her back. What if Maya had moved on? What if she didn't want to talk anymore? At the park, Lena found their favorite bench, now empty and wet from the rain. She sat down, letting the droplets fall on her cheeks, mixing with her tears. "I wish you were here, Maya," she whispered to the empty space beside her. "I miss you." Suddenly her phone buzzed in her pocket. Startled, Lena pulled it out and saw a notification from her social media app. It was a photo of Maya, smiling in front of a new building, tagged with a caption that read, "New Beginnings." Lena's heart sank. It was hard to see her friend moving forward while she felt stuck in place. But then, something shifted in Lena. She remembered all the times they had faced challenges together. They had always been a team, tackling problems head-on, finding solutions, even when things seemed impossible. She took a deep breath, feeling a spark of hope ignite inside her. "I can't let fear control me," she thought. "I have to reach out." Lena opened her messaging app and stared at the empty chat box. Her fingers hovered over the keyboard as she struggled to find the right words. After a few moments, she began to type. "Hey Maya, I saw your photo. It looks like you're doing great. I miss you lots. Can we talk?" Her heart raced as she hit send. What if Maya didn't reply? What if she was too busy with her new life? But Lena pushed those thoughts away. She had taken the first step, and that was what mattered. Days passed with no response, and Lena felt a familiar sadness creeping back in. She tried to stay busy, filling her time with hobbies and schoolwork, but nothing could fill the void left. By Maya's absence, each time her phone buzzed, she hoped it would be Maya, but it never was. One evening, while sorting through some old boxes, Lena found a scrapbook they had made together. It was filled with pictures of their adventures, notes, and silly doodles. As she flipped through the pages, laughter bubbled up inside her. They had shared so many moments. The love between them was undeniable. With renewed determination, Lena decided to send another message, not just from her heart, but also with a bit of creativity. She took a picture of one of their favorite memories from the scrapbook and wrote, "Remember this day? Let's make new memories. I miss you." She hit send, feeling a wave of hope wash over her. If Maya could see how much she cared, maybe it would spark a conversation. The next morning, Lena woke up to the sound of her phone buzzing. Heart pounding, she grabbed it and saw a message from Maya. "Lena, I miss you too. I'm sorry for not replying sooner. Things have been crazy here, but I'd love to catch up. Can we video call later?" Tears of joy filled Lena's eyes. She quickly replied, "Yes, I can't wait." Later that evening, Lena set up her laptop and waited nervously. When Maya's face appeared on the screen, it felt like no time had passed at all. They both smiled widely, and Lena felt warmth spread through her chest. "Maya, it's so good to see you," Lena exclaimed, her heart racing with excitement. "You too. I've missed you so much. It's been a wild ride here, but I think of you all the time," Maya replied. As they talked, they shared stories about their new lives, their struggles, and their dreams. Lena realized that even though they were miles apart, their bond was still strong. They laughed and cried, reminiscing about their past and making plans for the future. After the call, Lena felt lighter, as if a weight had been lifted. She had faced her fears and reached out, and it had led to reconnection. The distance between them felt smaller now, filled with hope and love. Lena sat back in her chair, looking out the window at the stars beginning to twinkle in the night sky. She smiled, knowing that no matter where life took them, she and Maya would always be friends. The first rule in human warfare, she thought, was indeed true. Don't expect logic from us. Sometimes the most illogical thing was to let fear silence you when love and hope could bridge any distance. And in that moment, Lena felt ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, knowing she wasn't alone. Lena woke up the next day with a renewed sense of hope. The video call with Maya had filled her with joy, but it also made her realize how much she missed her friend. It hadn't just shared memories, it shared dreams, fears, and secrets. Now, it felt like a piece of her heart was missing. After breakfast, Lena sat at her desk, staring at her laptop. She opened the chat with Maya. They had promised to keep in touch more often, and Lena wanted to make that promise real. She began typing, excited to share her thoughts. "Hey Maya, had so much fun talking yesterday. Let's make a plan to talk every week. I want to hear about all your adventures." She paused, wondering if that was too much. What if Maya was too busy with her new life? But this time, Lena pushed her worries aside. She hit send, feeling empowered throughout the day. Lena found herself smiling at little things, her favorite songs, the blooming flowers outside, and even the memories of their adventures together. She remembered how they used to explore the city, trying new foods and taking silly photos. Those moments felt like treasures, and Lena wanted to create more. As evening approached, Lena decided to get outside. She grabbed her jacket and headed to the park, hoping the fresh air would inspire her. The park was alive with the sound of children playing and birds chirping. It felt good to be among people, even if she was alone, sitting on the same bench where she had cried just a few days ago. Lena pulled out her phone. She opened her camera and took a picture of the sunset, the sky painted with hues of orange and pink. "Gosh, this reminds me of the time we watched the sunset together," she typed and sent it to Maya. "Wish you were here," while waiting for a reply. Lena thought about how to make their friendship stronger despite the distance. Maybe they could plan a trip together. She had always wanted to visit Maya's new city. The idea excited her. They could explore new places, have new adventures, and create fresh memories. Just as she was lost in thought, her phone buzzed. It was Maya's reply. "That's beautiful. I'd love for you to visit. We'd have so much fun." Lena's heart raced. The idea was becoming real. "Let's pick a weekend soon. I can't wait to see you." She typed back, her fingers dancing over the screen. They exchanged messages about what they wanted to do during the visit. Lena felt invigorated, as if a new energy was flowing through her. They talked about exploring local markets, visiting museums, and trying out new restaurants. It was as if they were planning their next great adventure, and the thought made Lena giddy. That night, Lena couldn't sleep. Her mind was racing with excitement and ideas. She grabbed her notebook and a pen, jotting down all the places they could go and things they could do. As she wrote, she felt a sense of purpose. This was how she could reconnect with Maya, by planning their future together. The next morning, Lena woke up early, eager to share her ideas with Maya. She sent a message. "I made a list of things we could do when I visit. Let me know what you think," Maya replied quickly. "I can't wait to see it. I'm so excited." Lena felt a warmth in her chest. This was what she had wanted, a way to bring back the connection they had lost. They spent the next few days planning every detail of Lena's visit. They texted back and forth, sharing ideas and laughing at old inside jokes. Each message felt like a thread weaving their friendship back together. But as the day of her visit drew closer, Lena felt a flicker of anxiety. What if things felt different when they were together again? What if the distance had changed their friendship in ways she couldn't understand? She pushed those thoughts away, reminding herself of their bond. They had been through so much together. They could handle anything. Finally, the day arrived. Lena packed her bag with excitement and a touch of nervousness. She checked her phone one last time before heading out. Maya had sent her a message. "Can't wait to see you. I'll be waiting at the train station." The train ride felt like an adventure in itself. Lena watched the scenery change outside the window, her heart racing with anticipation. When she arrived at the station, she spotted Maya almost immediately. She was standing there with a big smile, her hair blowing gently in the breeze. "Maya?" Lena shouted, running toward her. They embraced tightly, and for a moment, all the distance and time apart melted away. It felt like they had never been apart. "I can't believe you're here," Maya exclaimed, stepping back to look at Lena. "You look amazing," Lena laughed, feeling her nerves ease. "So do you. This place is beautiful." They spent the day exploring just like they used to. They visited a vibrant market filled with colorful stalls and delicious food. They took photos, laughed at silly souvenirs, and reminisced about their childhood adventures. It felt like a dream come true as they settled down on a bench with ice cream cones. Lena looked at Maya and said, "I'm so glad we did this. I was worried things would be different, but it feels just like old times." Maya nodded, her eyes sparkling. "Me too, I've missed you so much. You're still my best friend, no matter where we are." Lena felt a surge of happiness. Had overcome the distance, and their connection was even stronger. In that moment, she realized that friendship transcended miles. It was built on love, memories, and the willingness to reach out, no matter how difficult it felt. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in brilliant colors, Lena knew this was the beginning of a new chapter. They would continue to create memories together, even if they were miles apart. The first rule in human warfare was indeed true. Don't expect logic from us. Sometimes the most illogical thing was to let fear hold you back from reaching out to someone you love. With hope in her heart, Lena smiled at Maya, knowing that their friendship would always light the way, no matter how far apart they might be. Lena woke up the next morning with a smile on her face. The visit with Maya had been everything she'd hoped for and more. They had explored the city, shared stories, and laughed until their sides hurt. But as she lay in bed, a twinge of sadness crept in. Their time together had reminded Lena of just how much she missed Maya when she was gone. After breakfast, Lena sat at her desk, scrolling through photos from the trip. Each picture brought back memories of their adventure, their ice cream cones, the silly hats they tried on at the market, and the sunset they watched together. She wanted to hold on to those memories, but she also wanted to keep the connection alive, even from a distance. Suddenly, an idea sparked in her mind. What if they started a project together? Something that would give them a reason to talk regularly and share their lives, even if they were miles apart. Lena grabbed her notebook and began writing her thoughts down. "What if we create a scrapbook together?" she wrote. "We can share photos, stories, and our favorite things. It'll be like a little piece of each other, no matter where we are." Feeling excited, Lena quickly sent Maya a message. "Hey, I have an idea. What if we start a scrapbook together? We can send each other photos and notes. It would be so much fun."
Oh.
She waited eagerly for a reply. Moments later, her phone buzzed. Maya's response came through, filled with enthusiasm. "I love it. Let's do it. We can each have our own scrapbook and share pages with each other." Lena felt a wave of relief wash over her. This was exactly what she needed to keep their friendship strong. They spent the next hour brainstorming ideas for their scrapbooks. They decided to focus on themes like favorite memories, dreams for the future, and things we love. Each theme would allow them to express themselves and share their lives in meaningful ways. As the days turned into weeks, Lena and Maya began their project. They took turns sending each other photos and notes, sharing everything from their daily lives to their hopes and dreams. Lena sent Maya pictures of her favorite spots in their hometown, the park where they used to play, the cafe where they had their first coffee, the library where they spent countless afternoons studying. Maya responded with her own updates from her new city, sharing pictures of her new school, the friends she was making, and the beautiful parks she was exploring. They even started a video call tradition every Sunday, where they would read their scrapbook entries to each other, laughing and reminiscing as they went. One Sunday, as they settled into their call, Lena noticed a change in Maya's demeanor. She looked a bit nervous, and Lena could sense something was bothering her. "Hey, is everything okay?" Lena asked, concerned. Maya took a deep breath. "Actually, there is something I wanted to talk about. I've been feeling a bit overwhelmed. Here, moving was exciting, but it's also been hard to adjust. Sometimes I miss home so much that it hurts." Lena's heart ached for her friend. She understood that feeling all too well. "I miss you too, Maya, but I'm so proud of you for being brave and starting fresh. It's okay to feel this way. You're not alone." Maya smiled, her eyes brightening. "Thanks, Lena. I really needed to hear that. It helps to talk about it." In that moment, Lena realized how important their friendship was. They could share their struggles and support each other, no matter the distance. It felt good to be there for Maya, just as Maya had been there for her. As the weeks continued, their scrapbooks became a source of comfort and joy. They filled each page with memories, drawings, and hopes for the future. Lena found herself looking forward to their calls, where they would share their thoughts and laugh together. It felt like they were building something special, a bridge that connected their lives despite the miles between them. One day, as Lena was working on her scrapbook, she had another idea. "What if we have a scrapbook reveal party?" she suggested. "During one of their calls, we can each decorate a page, then show them to each other on video. It'll be like a fun little celebration." Maya's eyes sparkled with excitement. "That sounds amazing. Do it." They set a date for the reveal party and spent the next few days preparing. Lena poured her heart into her pages, drawing pictures of their favorite memories and writing notes about what their friendship meant to her. She included quotes that inspired her, reminders of their strength, and hopes for their future adventures. When the day finally arrived, Lena felt a mix of excitement and nerves. She set up her laptop and decorated her space with colorful streamers. She wanted the party to feel special. As the time approached, she could hardly contain her excitement. When Maya logged on, she was greeted by a burst of color and cheer. "Wow, Lena, this looks amazing," she exclaimed, her face lighting up. "Thanks. I'm so excited to see your pages," Lena said, her heart racing. They took turns revealing their pages, sharing the stories behind each one. Lena showed off her favorite memories, and Maya displayed hers with pride. They laughed, cried, and celebrated their friendship as if they were in the same room. As they wrapped up the party, Lena felt a deep sense of gratitude. They had created something beautiful together, something that would keep their friendship alive, no matter where life took them. "Thank you for doing this with me, Maya," Lena said, her voice warm with emotion. "You mean the world to me." Maya smiled back, her eyes shining. "And you mean the world to me too, Lena. No matter how far apart we are, we'll always find a way to stay connected." In that moment, Lena realized that distance could never truly break their bond. They had built a foundation of love, trust, and hope. The first rule in human warfare was still true. Don't expect logic from us. Sometimes the best thing to do is to reach out, to share your heart, and to embrace the chaos of life together. With a heart full of hope, Lena knew their friendship was stronger than ever. No matter what challenges lay ahead, they would face them together, side by side, even if they were miles apart. Lena woke up with the sun shining through her window, a warm glow filling her room. She stretched and smiled, thinking of the wonderful scrapbook reveal party she had with Maya. Their friendship felt stronger than ever, and she was grateful for the way they had found a way to stay close, despite the distance. As she got ready for the day, Lena thought about how much she enjoyed their weekly calls and the creative project they had started together. It had become a lifeline for both of them. But as she sat down for breakfast, a flicker of concern crossed her mind. What if they fell back into the old routine of silence? What if the excitement faded as life got busier? Determined not to let that happen, Lena grabbed her notebook and wrote a list of ideas for new ways to stay connected. She wanted to keep their friendship alive and thriving. Monthly themes. Each month, they could pick a theme for their scrapbook. This time it could be things that make us happy. They could share photos and notes about what brought them joy. Virtual. Movie nights. They could pick a movie to watch together and chat about it afterward. It would be a fun way to share experiences. Even from afar, mini challenges. They could challenge each other to try new things, like cooking a new recipe or starting a new hobby, and share their results. Feeling inspired, Lena decided to send Maya a message. She opened her phone and typed, "Hey Maya, I have some ideas for our next scrapbook theme and some fun ways to stay connected. Let's keep this going. What do you think?" She hit send and waited, her heart racing with excitement. Moments later, her phone buzzed with a reply. Let's do the monthly themes. I've been wanting to try some new recipes too." Lena felt a rush of happiness. They were both committed to keeping their friendship strong. Over the next few weeks, they dove into their new ideas. Each Sunday, they shared their scrapbook updates, discussing what made them happy and what they had tried that week. One Sunday, during their call, Maya shared a heartfelt story. "I tried making lasagna this week, and it was a disaster. Forgot to layer the cheese and sauce properly, and it turned into a big mess." She laughed. Lena giggled, imagining Maya in her kitchen, surrounded by flour and sauce. "That sounds like a fun adventure. At least you tried." "I made a cake and it didn't rise at all. It was more like a pancake." They both burst into laughter, feeling the warmth of their friendship wrap around them. These moments were what Lena cherished most: the laughter, the shared experiences, and the support. It reminded her that distance could never diminish their bond. As the months passed, Lena and Maya continued to explore new themes and challenges. They swapped recipes, shared funny stories, and even started a book club, reading the same book and discussing it during their calls. Each new theme brought fresh energy. Lena felt a sense of joy that she hadn't experienced in a long time. But one day, as Lena prepared for their video call, she noticed Maya seemed distracted. Her smile was there, but it didn't reach her eyes. Lena felt a pang of concern. "Hey, is everything okay?" she asked gently. Maya sighed and ran a hand through her hair. "I've been feeling a bit overwhelmed with school and everything. Sometimes it's hard to keep up, and I miss home more than I thought I would." Lena's heart sank. She understood how tough it could be to adjust to a new environment. "I'm here for you, Maya. It's okay to feel this way. Remember, you're not alone in this. We're in this together." Maya nodded, her expression softening. "Thank you, Lena. I really appreciate that. It helps to talk about it." In that moment, Lena realized that their friendship was not just about sharing fun moments. It was also about being there for each other during difficult times. They could support each other through the ups and downs, no matter the distance. The following week, Lena had a plan. She wanted to send Maya a surprise care package to remind her that she was loved and supported. She gathered some of Maya's favorite snacks, a handwritten letter, and a small photo album filled with memories. From their time together, when she was finished packing, she felt proud of the care package. "This will make her smile," she thought. She quickly sent Maya a message. "I'm sending you a little surprise. Keep an eye on your mailbox." Maya replied with excitement, "You're the best. Can't wait to see what it is." A few days later, Lena received a video call from Maya. Her face was lit up with joy. "Lena, thank you so much for the care package. It made my day," Maya exclaimed, holding up the photo album. "I'm so glad you liked it. I wanted you to know that I'm always here for you," Lena said, feeling a warmth spread through her chest. Maya flipped through the album, pointing out the photos and reminiscing about their adventures.
"These memories mean so much to me."
"I'm really lucky to have you in my life," Lena smiled, feeling a sense of fulfillment. Their friendship had weathered the storm of distance, and they had both grown in ways they hadn't expected. "We're lucky to have each other." She replied, "No matter where we are, we'll always find a way to stay connected." As the weeks turned into months, Lena and Maya continued their scrapbook project and their weekly calls. They tackled new challenges and supported each other through everything life threw their way. They had created a friendship that was resilient and vibrant even across the miles. One evening, as Lena sat at her desk working on a new scrapbook page, she reflected on how far they had come. The distance that once felt like a barrier had transformed into something beautiful. It had taught them the value of communication, creativity, and support. Lena wrote a note in her scrapbook. Distance may separate us, but our friendship is stronger than any miles between us. We're always connected by love and hope. The first rule in human warfare was still true. Don't expect logic from us. Sometimes the most illogical thing was to believe that distance could break the bond of true friendship. Together, Lena and Maya had proven that love and hope could conquer any challenge. With a heart full of gratitude, Lena knew that their friendship would endure. No matter where life took them, they would always find a way to be there for each other. And that was the greatest victory of all. Lena woke up to a sunny Saturday morning, the warm rays of sunlight streaming through her window. She stretched and smiled, remembering the wonderful surprise she had planned for Maya. Their friendship had blossomed over the past months, and Lena wanted to celebrate that connection in a special way. As she got ready for the day, her mind raced with ideas. She decided to make a video message for Maya, something personal that would remind her of their bond. Lena wanted to share her thoughts about their friendship and how much she valued it, especially during tough times. After breakfast, Lena set up her phone on a stand, took a deep breath, and hit record. Hey Maya, I just wanted to take a moment to say how much I appreciate you. You've been my rock, and I'm so grateful we've found ways to stay connected, even when we're far apart. Our scrapbook project has been so much fun, and I can't wait for more adventures together. She continued to talk about their favorite memories and how their weekly calls had brightened her life. I know things can get tough sometimes, but remember, we're in this together. I'm always here for you, no matter what. Can't wait to hear about your next adventure. After finishing the video, Lena felt a warm glow of happiness. She knew Maya would appreciate it. She quickly sent the message and felt a flutter of excitement as she waited for Maya's response. A few hours later, her phone buzzed. It was Maya's reply, filled with enthusiasm. Lena, I loved your video. You have no idea how much it means to me to hear your voice. I really needed that reminder. Thank you. Thank you. Lena's heart swelled with joy. They had built something special together, and she felt proud of the way their friendship had grown. That afternoon, she thought about how they could continue their journey. They had both faced challenges, but they had also found hope and strength in each other. Inspired, Lena decided to plan a virtual celebration. She wanted to bring their friends together for a video call, a chance to reconnect with everyone and share their stories. She quickly sent out messages to their mutual friends, asking them to join the call next weekend. When the day of the celebration arrived, Lena felt butterflies in her stomach. She set up her laptop, decorated the background with colorful balloons and streamers, and prepared some snacks. She wanted the call to feel festive and fun. As the clock struck 6, Lena logged into the video call. One by one, their friends joined, each bringing smiles and laughter. Maya was the last to arrive, her face lighting up the screen when she saw everyone. Wow, this looks amazing, she exclaimed. Lena beamed. Wanted to celebrate our friendship? And remind us all how much we mean to each other, no matter the distance. As the call progressed, everyone shared funny stories and updates about their lives. They played games, reminisced about their favorite moments together, and laughed until their sides hurt. It felt like a reunion, a reminder that they had a strong support system. Even though they were miles apart, at one point, Lena turned to Maya. I know it's been a journey for both of us, but I really believe that we can face anything together. You've shown me that distance doesn't have to mean separation. It's going to be an opportunity to grow. Maya nodded, her eyes shining with gratitude. You're right, Lena. I've learned so much about myself through this experience. I'm so thankful to have you in my life, pushing me to be my best. As the night went on, Lena felt a sense of fulfillment wash over her. They had created a space where they could be vulnerable, share their dreams, and support each other. It reminded her that true friendship could overcome any obstacle. After the call ended, Lena sat back, reflecting on the evening. She felt a wave of gratitude for the connections they had built. It was a beautiful reminder that even when life got tough, they could rely on each other for support and love. In the following weeks, Lena and Maya continued to build on their friendship. They started a new scrapbook theme, future dreams. Each page was filled with hopes and aspirations, from travel plans to career goals. They even began discussing how they could visit each other more often, making plans for future adventures. One sunny afternoon, as Lena was working on her page, she received a message from Maya. "Hey, I've been thinking. What if we set a date for a visit? Maybe I could come to see you next month." Lena felt her heart race with excitement. "It would be amazing. I can't wait to show you around. We'll have so much fun." They spent the next few weeks planning every detail of the visit. Lena made a list of all the places they wanted to go, from their favorite cafe to the park where they had spent countless afternoons. Each conversation brought them closer, and the thought of seeing Maya again filled Lena with joy. Finally, the day arrived. Lena woke up early, filled with anticipation. She could hardly believe that her best friend would be at her door soon. She rushed to tidy up her room, decorate with streamers, prepare a welcome sign. When the doorbell rang, Lena's heart raced. She opened the door, and there stood Maya, a big smile on her face and arms wide open. "Surprise," she exclaimed, and they embraced tightly. "I'm so glad you're here," Lena said, beaming with joy. As they spent the weekend together, it felt like no time had passed at all. They explored the town, visited their favorite spots, and created new memories. Every moment was a treasure, a reminder of the strength of their friendship. On the last night of Maya's visit, they sat together under the stars in Lena's backyard. The night was calm, and the air was filled with the sounds of crickets. Lena turned to Maya, her heart full. "Thank you for coming. This weekend has been everything I hoped for and more." Maya smiled, her eyes sparkling. "Thank you for always believing in us. I've realized that distance can't break our bond. We'll always find a way to stay connected, no matter what." As they sat together, Lena felt a deep sense of peace. They had faced the challenges of distance and grown stronger because of it. The first rule in human warfare was still true: don't expect logic from us. Sometimes the most illogical thing was to let fear keep you from reaching out and embracing the connections that matter most. With hearts full of hope and love, Lena and Maya knew that their friendship would continue to thrive. No matter where life took them, they would always be there for each other, ready to face whatever came next. Together, they were unstoppable, and that was the greatest victory of all.